Have you ever been stuck trying to figure out what career paths to explore? Like you're interested in so many things, but you don't know what actually suits you best. Trust me, I've been there before. It was overwhelming, it was frustrating. In this video, I will share some career paths that I have tried to explore, the pros and the cons. And at the end of the video, I will leave a free tool that you can use to discover what career paths you should go for. If you are new here, you are the real VIP. Please like, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And without wasting time, let's get right into today's video. So outside my educational background, the first career path I tried to explore was digital marketing. At that time, I thought it was about posting business online, but when I started, I realized how diverse it is. I learned about email marketing, SEO, LinkedIn optimization, and because you have to learn about all of this, you get to use lots of platforms. And these platforms doesn't allow you to just use it as a digital marketer. You can use it even in your other career paths. For instance, in my current company, we use Airtable. And when that was introduced to us, I did not freak out because, of course, I've always learned about how to. I used to use Airtable as a digital marketer. So, in fact, I even know how to use it for more complex things than we do in my current role. So, another good thing about being a digital marketer is that you are able to use lots of free resources out there. There's like Coursera, there's HubSpot. There's LinkedIn Learning, although this is not free, but then there are like other free resources that you can use. HubSpot and Coursera, they are always there and they are very good. You can use this to learn about digital marketing. Another good thing about this is that you are able to work remotely. As it sounds, digital marketing, you're able to work online. As long as you have a good laptop and you have good internet, you should be fine with working as a digital marketer. So one of the biggest disadvantages of being a digital marketer is that it might be difficult to get your first job. And this is because we have a lot of digital marketers and we have a lot of free resources to learn about these skills. So everybody, like anyone, have access to this as long as you know where to get them from. You are able to learn about it, being a digital marketer, and then you're able to be in the job space. Is it job market? Yes. So the job market is actually very, very saturated. So this can be hard for you to get a job. Another disadvantage is that it can be very confusing on what to focus on because we have email marketing, SEO, LinkedIn optimization, just a lot of things out there. So you might be frustrated and overwhelmed on where to place your focus on. So another disadvantage of this is that if you work with a startup, they might expect you to wear several hats. So that means you have to be the email marketer, the social media marketer, the videographer, the everything. You have to be everything. God, do you understand? And this is going to be interesting at first, but eventually it's going to make you feel burnt out. You're going to be burnt out, you're going to be tired, you're going to be stressed out, or at least that was how I felt. So another career path that I was able to explore was social media management. It's also a part of digital marketing. Yes, just a small branch of digital marketing. So when I was working as a social media manager, it was fun, it was nice, it was very, very creative and trendy. And yes, so when I was working there, it made me to be able to understand how to manage my own brand, because you're working with like real life accounts, or you're managing real life accounts. So like it makes you to understand, like especially if you want to become a content creator, you're able to learn how to manage yourself by managing someone else. So that is like a very big plus, especially for content creators. So, but I feel like being a social media manager has more disadvantage than advantages. So for instance, when I was working as a social media manager for a personal fitness brand, probably because it was a startup and a one-man business, it was very, very stressful for me. I had to be the video editor, I had to be the graphic designer, I had to manage insight, I had to manage feedback. There was just a lot. So if you're not strong mentally, you can feel drained, because for me, I felt tired at a point. So there were times when I had to stay up at 12 p.m. trying to figure things out. And the funny thing is that you can spend all these hours trying to work on a trying to work on a task, and then when you show this to whoever account you're trying to manage, because they have a mind of their own, sometimes they feel like, this caption is not what I would want, or I don't like this editing style, so you have to do it again and again. Another thing is that sometimes there's like a bit of pressure, because people just expect that when you start an account, it's going to grow automatically. They don't realize that maybe sometimes you need to do like paid advertisements instead of the organic, paid advertisements for followers instead of the organic followers. So it's a little bit of pressure, someone always questioning you about, oh, why does my account not have like XYZ amount of followers? Meanwhile, you're doing everything right. And that can be so much pressure on one person, honestly. So the career path I'm currently trying to explore is project management. And I just like everything about being a project manager. So the thing is that this has not just groomed my career life. There's just a way it affects my personal life. There is a way that you do a job, and unconsciously it just affects the way that you do things as a person. It makes me really, really organized. It makes me have like good leadership skills, good communication skills, and I just love every bit of it. I like how it brings everything together, from planning, teamwork, deadline, results. It's just very nice. Of course, there is like a downside to this. There is a stress that comes with it, but then it has like very nice advantages. So for instance, I do not see project managers being made redundant easily. Also, you know how like people get scared of AI replacing their jobs and stuff like that. I don't think that is going to happen soon with project managers. There is also a thing where like almost every industry requires a project manager, whether it's healthcare, construction, like there's going to always be a job for project managers as long as you know what you are doing. This also, the whole idea of project management helps you become like a good leader, if you get what I mean. Like, because you are in charge of management, like it just makes you organized, and that is like, for an adult, that's like a very nice thing to have, a very nice skill to have. The downside of this is that once anything goes wrong, everybody looks at you, because of course you are the project manager, so people expect, and it's a valid expectation. So people expect that you are up and doing. People expect that you're able to manage a whole project. Another downside is that if you are not working full time for a company, and for instance you are doing like a project that expects to be completed in 6 months or 1 year, after that project, when the project ends, rather, you may be out of job for a while before you get a different project to manage. Another thing again is that if you need to get certified from an accredited source, it can be really expensive. So you need to plan for it, you need to save for it. You also need to know how to manage budget and know how to manage time to be a good project manager. So yeah, I think project management is like a very, very very good career path to explore. I'm still new in the whole project management thing. Also, like when I was I'm still learning about it, and one thing I noticed is that as a project manager, it helps you not just as a project manager. It helps you. It's just like digital marketing. It's also diverse. You're able to learn about change management, business development, Scrum. So that is like, I think like that is like a very, very nice career path to explore in 2025. We are almost over, but then it's nice to explore. Yeah. So these are some of the career paths that I have explored, and trust me, I've done more than this. But if I start to talk about everything, we probably will not end this video, and I do not want that. So I have dropped a link to a quiz that should help you to discover what career paths you should explore. The thing is, This link, it doesn't give you like an absolute, but it helps you with a sense of what to expect. When I was stuck in my career, like the early days of trying to figure out what career path I should go for, I had to use this and it was able to help me. This was what I used to guide me on starting the digital marketing journey, and that was very helpful to me at that time. So I think it's going to be helpful for you to do that as well. I'm interested in learning about what you're curious about, what career paths you would like to explore, and after taking a quiz, what that comes up with. So please keep me posted in the comment section and I'll be engaging with every one of you. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Again, I'll see you next time.